Hey guys, today we're making kitchen sink cookies. These cookies have a little bit of everything in them. So you're going to need flour, you're going to need mini semi-sweets and white chocolate, and then you're going to also need brown sugar, okay, eggs. This is shredded coconut sweetened. You're also going to need granulated sugar, and then we're also using pecans, butter. Then you also need baking soda and some salt, vanilla extract, and then we're also using some oil. Okay, so we're going to use the Ninja. We're going to go ahead and add our butter into our mixer. And this butter was at room temperature, all right? And then we're going to go ahead and add our sugars in there. So we're starting out with our brown sugar. And then, of course, we'll go ahead and follow up with our granulated sugar. Okay, and then there's our soda and our salt. All right, and our extract. And our oil. Okay, and then we're adding our eggs. All right, so I just added all, my liquid ingredients in here with my sugars and stuff like that because the Ninja can handle all of that at one time. And then we'll follow up with just the flour by itself. Okay, so you just put everything in there and you just let the Ninja go. I use the dough setting. If you're using a hand mixer, of course you want to adjust, and you can also of course use a stand mixer for this, but use whatever you have. So I went ahead and added all my flour in here at once because the Ninja can handle it, and I've never had a problem with my flour not being fully incorporated when I've used this machine. So just add your flour in here, and then once again you want to go ahead and mix. Okay, and then what I did is went ahead and turned it off after so long because I saw that not all of the sides were getting incorporated. So I went ahead and stirred everything together and turned the mixer back on so it can complete the process. But I went ahead and did that before the dough was fully mixed, so we wouldn't do any over mixing. You just want to mix until your dough is blended. All right, and after your dough is finished blending, it'll start kind of separating a little bit. You see how it's separating a little bit right here, and then it's good to go. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put it into a bowl, and we're going to do the rest of the mixing by hand. So go ahead and add your coconut in there, and then you want to go ahead and add your semi-sweets and your pecans. I like to do this by hand because you don't want these ingredients mixing into your dough. You want them to stand out into your dough, right? So we're going to do this part by hand, and it looks like it's a lot of ingredients, but just give it some patience and go ahead and blend it with a heavy spoon, and then it will start to incorporate. So what we did is we went ahead and mixed it, and then we're just going to kind of pat it down a little bit, just so it kind of forms, and we're going to put this in the refrigerator, let's say for about 15 minutes. You just want to allow your dough to get a little bit cool, right? And then we're going to go ahead and take it back out, and we're going to get ready to form our cookies. When your dough is cool, it's easier to roll your cookies, and then they're not all sticking to your hand and stuff like that. And this metal bowl makes it where, they cool down even quicker. Okay, so you just want to get the dough in your hand. You want to get about a palm-sized ball, and then you just want to go ahead and start rolling them and placing them on your cookie sheet. So this is a small cookie sheet, so I'm only going to put about 6 pieces on here. And because you want to make sure that you have room to space them apart. So you see this is about 2 inches or so. Just give them room. They don't spread out a whole lot, but they do need room to spread right in the cooking process. So you want to put your cookies in the oven. You want to bake them for about 13 minutes. I suggest using the parchment paper. That's completely up to you. I like the parchment paper. I think the cookies come off easier and they cook better on it. You can also use a slip mat. All right, you can see they're a little bit brown on the bottom. 13 minutes, that's all. And then you want to go ahead and let them cool for a few minutes, and then you can transfer them onto a cooling rack. If you don't have a cooling rack, just leave them on the cookie sheet and let them cool, and y'all, they are good to go. These cookies this batch of cookies made 24 cookies, so it's quite a bit of cookies. What I do is I eat some, I give some away, and I put some in the freezer. They store very well in the freezer for a couple of months. And y'all, that's really all kitchen sink cookies, y'all. You can also play with the ingredients and really just use different things. I'll probably make these again and add maybe like some raisins or something like that later. Just really, like I always say, make it your own. As always, We hope that you enjoyed this recipe. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, make sure you hit the bell so you're always notified when we drop a video, and we'll definitely see y'all later. Y'all take care.